Hi sweeties, let's make some shepherd's pie. Please subscribe to Sweet Savant, hit that thumbs up, that notification bell, and let's get into it. Yeah, it was very tasty. Cheesy potatoes on top, spinach and carrots in the middle. That shepherd's pie was a big hit with my family. Start out by boiling 4 potatoes in some salted water, and then I used this trick that I saw from Food and Wine magazine to make the fastest, easiest mashed potatoes. I'll put a link in the description box to that recipe. And then you add some butter, some cream or half and half. I always have half and half for my coffee, so I use that. Cream will make it richer, but honestly, half and half is just fine. Season it with a little salt. I don't like pepper in my mashed potatoes, but to each their own. So add a little cream in there and mix it up. Then add in some grated sharp cheddar cheese. I'll put all of the amounts in the description box, and you can get the full recipe down there. Mix it all in and set that aside, and then get started on the meat. I'm using some lean ground beef. I didn't use all 4 pounds of it. I'm using about 2.5 pounds, and I'll save the rest for another recipe. Go and get a skillet. I'm using a black cast iron skillet, nice and hot. Put a little bit of oil in the bottom just to get things going. Now add in some chopped onion, chopped carrot, and saute those around and let them get a little bit soft. They don't have to be completely soft because they're going to simmer down a little bit later. Put a little salt and pepper. And then we're going to add in our ground beef in batches because you don't want to overcrowd the pan. That'll just make it all steam. Mash it up real good, break it up. And then add in a bit of chopped garlic into there. A little extra flavor. That's about 2 cloves of chopped garlic. Stir that in and just let it soften for a minute. Then I'll stir in a little bit of frozen spinach. A lot of times when you have shepherd's pie recipes, you'll see peas in there, and most of the people in my family don't like peas, so I omit it, but I still want to have some vegetables in there. So I keep a bag of frozen spinach on hand, and it's easy to drop into a recipe and just thaw in just minutes. Sprinkle in a little flour to blend with any fat that's in our ground beef mixture, and that's going to thicken our sauce when we add some beef stock. Stir that flour in, really mash it up in there so that you don't have any lumps in your finished dish. You want to cook it for a few minutes to cook out any raw flour taste. Season at every stage, some salt and pepper. You can add some paprika, some thyme, fresh or dried would be great in here, really tasty. And then add in some beef stock, and that gives you a little bit of almost like a gravy-like texture in there. It's really, really tasty. Simmer that down for a bit so that your broth will thicken up with that flour mixture. Now top your shepherd's pie with that mashed potato mixture, cheesy mashed potatoes with some butter and cream, and spread it evenly over the top of your shepherd's pie. Pop it in the oven till it gets nice and bubbling hot. Here's our shepherd's pie bubbling hot out the oven. So delicious. I mean, cheesy mashed potatoes on top of meat. Come on, that's good stuff. Good eating right there. Our shepherd's pie is done. We've got vegetables in there, carrots and potatoes and spinach. It's a whole meal in this skillet. Dish it up and you are finished. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please subscribe to Sweet Savant. Hit that thumbs up, that notification bell, so you will know whenever I dish up some delicious recipes just like this. Look at those big chunks of carrots in there. The spinach. You can put any vegetables that you like. This is yours. You do it the way your family is going to eat it. But spinach and carrots, that's a winner to me. Garlic, mashed potatoes, cheese, saucy, tender beef. It's good stuff.